Hello, I'm here on Church Street on this busy Monday afternoon. Old Street End, Church Street. Today, so ask yourself this: does Kensington and Fairfield feel a warm and welcoming place for those who live there and those who travel through there? Ask yourself, does it feel a warm and welcoming place? Well, the answer is no, ladies and gentlemen, right? The answer is no. It feels an unfamiliar, unfriendly place. Our city, our home that we're meant to feel comfortable, warm and welcoming in, is becoming the complete opposite, where it's unwelcoming, unfriendly and even scary in some places. Our city centre is changing, where that warm, welcoming atmosphere, that's the right word, seems to be being replaced by, as it said, unfamiliar, unfriendly, a different city centre. Now, you see, no one can say Joe Owens is making this up, because you're all experiencing this in the city centre, you know you are, right? Also, those that live in and around long-standing, proud Scouse communities now being culturally changed will understand. Okay, sir. Cheers, mate. Ciao, lads. Plenty of support about, brilliant. Where was I? Right, in those areas that have been culturally changed, people can feel now that warm, friendliness, welcoming environment, atmosphere. Again, if they're the two right words. You see it changing, where it's losing that. Too many new arrivals are being dispersed in our glorious city. That is changing long-standing, proud Scouse communities into different places. Now, that's the awful truth, ladies and gentlemen. It's not Joe Owens making it up. Sadly, it's the awful truth. That's what is happening. Please forgive me if there's any noise in the background, but if I go to the other end of Church Street, that's equally as loud. So I've chose here. So anyway, there you go. So our city, like I've said, and our city centre, our cherished city centre, it's meant to be a place of where you feel welcome and familiar, and you recognise it as the city centre you've known most of your life. But that seems to be changing now. Now, like I've said before, when the small black Chinese communities settled here in Liverpool, and even other small communities like Hindu community, because they were small in number, right, they fitted in, right? There were Scousers then, the Scousers now, there isn't a problem. Now, had that been the same with the new arrivals that are coming into our city, then there wouldn't be a problem. But too many are coming in, and they're changing the face of Liverpool. Kensington and Fairfield, ladies and gentlemen. I know I keep referring to it, but you all know what has happened there. When you venture through that community, do you feel a warm and welcoming atmosphere? Do you say to yourself, since all these new arrivals have settled in Kensington and Fairfield, it's more Scouse than it was before? We need to have this right across the city. This Scouseness, this new Scouseness, the new Scousers that are standing in, the replacements for long-standing, proud Scouse communities and Scousers that live in those areas. Well, exactly, you see, the stand-ins, the replacements can never replace the Scouse family. It's just nonsense. And so once you start replacing the Scouse family with a different one that has different ways, beliefs, value standards, then those long-standing proud Scouse communities begin to change. Now again, that's there for all to see. It's not Joe Owens making this up. Everyone knows what is happening. Our city centre is losing its unique Scouse character and identity. It has been changed into something completely different. You know Joe Owens is speaking the truth. You know what I say makes sense, right? It's not Joe Owens being unjust to anyone or picking on anyone. Far from it, right? I am highlighting what is happening to our city. It is being culturally changed. It will be changed into an unfamiliar, unfriendly place where that unique Scouseness will be replaced. It'll be gone forever and can never ever be changed back, ladies and gentlemen. That's the tragedy of all this. Look at Kensington and Fairfield. If you want to go one further, look at London, look at Birmingham, look at Leicester, look at parts of Bolton, Bradford, Bury, Oldham, Burnley, and many other places that have been changed forever. Never ever will they be changed back to their originality, ever, right? We can't allow that to happen to our glorious city. This is our city. It belongs to our children and grandchildren and all those wonderful Scousers yet to be born. It's not Joe Owens picking on anyone. I wish all the new arrivals who've embraced the Scouse fam the best of luck, right? I wish you all the best of luck, but it's now time to close the door, right? Otherwise, cultural change poses a long-term threat to our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. Like I've said, you've only got to venture through Kensington and Fairfield and our city centre to see that this change that's underway is not for the better of our city. In fact, the complete opposite. The small black Chinese Hindu communities that settled here in Liverpool, because they were small in number, they fitted in then, they fit in now. The Scousers then, the Scousers then, the Scousers now. There isn't a problem, right? They are part of our Scouse they are parts of our Scouse cultural tapestry, right? But what's happening now is completely different. You know it is. You can see what is happening, and this change needs to stop. And we stop it at the next council elections. Get ready to find a candidate you believe reliable, credible, opposed to further cultural change, and give them your vote. Short of that, ladies and gentlemen, our city will be lost, and that is a tragedy beyond words. Remember, no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you.